Please, gents.
Featherweight contest on deck. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them.
You ready? You ready?
Decky McAleenan in the black. Steve Aimable in the shorts that you can't miss.
You know, I can see Aimable wanting to work a bit of a wrestling game if he does manage to get in close as well. There you go, try and neutralize that reach advantage, but early plum clinch for McAleenan.
Already Aimable doing what we expected, pressuring his man, closing that distance, negating the reach and height advantage.
It's a smart game plan, you know. It's if you know your opponent's primarily a striker, they've got that reach advantage, they're going to throw these very rangy, you know, fast point-based strikes at you. You know, getting in close, neutralizing it, forcing them to try and change their tempo and grind it out's a good game plan.
A lot of support in the house tonight for Steve Aimable. Always been well supported in the south of England.
McAleenan trying to throw off the cage and not able to scramble. And he's got to block a single-arm guillotine here.
No fingers in that glove. Hold the wrist, don't put those fingers in.
So you can see Aimable's going to use that right hand. He's going to try and keep that underhook. He wants to stop McAleenan from turning over into a turtle position. He's going to try and flatten him out without getting caught in half guard, which unfortunately he has. You know, these kind of long limb guys, their guards present a tremendous problem. But once you get past their guard and you're in side control or mount or any of those offensive positions, their legs become as much of a hindrance to them as they are an advantage when they're attacking. So, you know, trust me, that knee on the hip that McAleenan's got, he can really push Aimable away with that, create a lot of space.
Early doors here at the Indigo, but the venue looks to be almost full here. A lot of support for both these guys. Darren, you've fought in London before, which is a home city for yourself. What's it like having that big fan support? Is there more pressure, or are you feeding off that at this point?
Definitely feeding off that pressure. You know, the people just make it. People just make it amazing, you know. And then you hear and your people cheer for you, just makes it even more worthwhile being in there. Then you just start improving it more, start throwing more bombs. You just feed off the crowd's energy.
That's twice McAleenan's looked for that right left arm of Steve Aimable now. You can see that right foot on the hip, it's pivoting, he kicks his leg out. Aimable's managed to beat it twice with his elbow positioning, but it is absolutely tricky.
Gents.
Nice elbow to the top of the head there from McAleenan, keeping Steve Aimable guessing. See Cage Warriors veteran Jack Mason in the corner of Steve Aimable there, head coach at BKK Fighters.
Again, he's going to look for that. See, look for that left arm. You see, anytime the hips come out, you don't have the center line of the body squared up. It's a good position for the man on the bottom. Again, look, left arm.
Aimable going to be careful with the arm here. McAleenan's got a good bite there, Josh, it looks like.
He certainly does. It's tough to see if Aimable's going to be able to free the line of his elbow, though. I mean, you know, again, the cage presents a whole different set of problems here.
And the corner of Steve Aimable saying he's out there. Yeah, it looks like he's cleared it. McAleenan trying to come out the back door now.
Don't grab that fence.
Aimable with a chance to take the back. Again, we see that right arm come through, get that wrist grip. Saw it in our opening bout earlier a lot as well. But we're seeing, you saw the tricky offensive guard of McAleenan showing his well-roundedness, just willingness to attack off the back. You know, that's, you know, he didn't let Aimable sit there, control the biceps, get his head in, use good positioning. He just attacked him, and, you know, it worked for him to get back to his feet.
Don't hold that glove, hold the whole hand, don't hold the glove.
Final minute of the round. Aimable looking to get that hook in here. McAleenan disengages though, looking to go back to work from range.
Yeah, and he's got to keep that range. If Aimable can close him down again, he can slow it down.
Both guys throwing heavy leather. Aimable going to clear that triangle, and he does.
Yeah, good stack pass, just forward pressure. Make your opponent touch their knee to their forehead. It's easy to pass, and it's a good side control for Aimable if he can get some control of the head here.
Right now, he just needs to rain down them elbows. Rain down them elbows.
Yeah, you got 15 seconds left, right? What are you gonna lose in the last 15 seconds?
And we can hear the corner crying for elbows as well. Aimable looking to create some space and drop a couple to end this round. Nice knee to the body there from Steve Aimable. And a great first round again here at Cage Warriors 102. Everyone leaving it on the line tonight, guys.
I think it was a really good exclamation point from Steve Aimable at the end of the round. You know, it was a hard takedown off the catch of the kick, good stack and a good position, but he was in danger in this guard here.
Yeah, McAleenan has a very strong BJJ background and always going to be a danger off his back, and not just with the jiu-jitsu. You see him throwing those elbows from this bottom position as well, really keeping Steve Aimable guessing.
Notice how both of Aimable's hands went straight to the hip. He kept really strong forward posture with his shoulder the whole time. Just allowed him to keep his frame. Here, look, straight away, shoulders up, driving forward, able to just kill that stack straight away.
Action-packed first round. We move into the second of three. 10 minutes left for Steve Aimable and Decky McAleenan
Ready.
to make a mark on this contest and stake their claim to a higher rung on the ladder in the Cage Warriors featherweight division. Nice jab from McAleenan to start things off. McAleenan using that height and range advantage here early on.
I mean, he's got to keep firing that jab out, and he's got to find the target with it, at least enough to make Aimable think about closing the distance a bit more.
He's doing well with that jab, you know, he's letting them know that that's my space. Come into my range, you will get counter-attacked. And that's what he's doing.
Nice fluid combinations from McAleenan there.
Yeah, that's the sequence that Aimable can't afford to eat over and over. You may be blocking with your arms, but that force still finds a way through.
Aimable with a nice right hand straight down the pipe there, but just a single shot. He's going to have to get the 2s and 3s off as well. Oh, big jumping knee from McAleenan, turning up the tempo here in the second round.
He has a win by flying knee on his record. Clearly a technique he favors.
I mean, Steve has good pressure, but he just needs to cut them angles a bit more. Right now he's on the center line.
There we go, again, catch the kick, dumps him down. Got to establish the position straight away.
Good work by Steve Aimable to change the tide here in the second round. And that's the second time we've seen a similar leg catch.
Yeah, and he's done a great job both times of immediately passing. You know, he's not getting stuck in half guard or full guard or giving McAleenan a chance to get in. Well, McAleenan's got that underhook. He's trying to get up on his side, and Aimable's going to have to use an overhook here to keep him in place. You can see he's very heavy on his hips.
Said it before, I said it again. Rain down them elbows, baby. Rain down them elbows.
Put your toes in that cage.
One thing we know Aimable doesn't traditionally have trouble with is when he's got guys in this position, keeping them there. And he's got a lot of time on the clock, just under 3 minutes to punish McAleenan here.
Watch the back of his head, Steve.
Yeah, McAleenan's managed to turtle. Again, he's going to look at that beautiful turnover with the pressure on the back of the neck. He's got choke options here. There is a dash choke can come in. He can switch through for an anaconda if he rolls. He's just going to keep that head posture broken down. You see how going to the gable grip, driving that left elbow down, really folds the spine forward. And there's the dash choke. He's got to sprawl on this hard, and he's got to walk that left hand up the back. See the left hand's low against the mat. It's got to find its way all the way back up the shoulder blade.
Aimable looking for a big squeeze here.
No toes, Steve. Get
He
your
lost
toes
it.
out
That
of
left
cage.
hand was really the key.
And the corner of Decky McAleenan howling at their man to get back to his feet here. Aimable not about to let him that easy.
Yeah, nice grip through to flatten McAleenan in this turtle position. See his wrestling coach, Nick Albert, looking on in the corner alongside Jack Mason.
Get your fingers out of that glove right now. Let go of that glove.
And referee Rich Mitchell just warning Decky McAleenan there about putting the fingers in the glove. You can grip the wrist, but you can't stick the finger inside the glove itself.
Again, Aimable very heavy on the hip pressure here.
McAleenan looked to turn his man there, but Aimable still on top.
No rush now, just sit on that half guard. Sit on that half guard, rain down them elbows. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people not try and pass the half guard. They just sit and pin that bottom leg down and just work on the ground and pound here. It's a position that really is very different when strikes are involved to traditional jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that position
You got to show me something here, gents.
When
Let's
you're
go.
in mount, they
Use
can have a
your
chance
position.
to move. When you're in side control, they can have a chance to move. You sit and pin in that leg, they're not moving nowhere.
Stay away from the back of his head, Steve. Stop. Get up.
And we've seen
Get
a
up.
stop here from
Time.
referee Mitch Mitchell.
See, I couldn't see the strike zone there. It looked like it was on the side,
Over
but
there.
Well, let's try and listen
the back of
into
his head.
Rich Mitchell now.
You're
He
hitting him in the
is
back of the head.
warning Steve
That's one
Aimable,
point.
and he's
That's 1
taking a point there as well.
You lose your position. Go.
He takes a point and takes the position.
Steve Aimable not impressed.
Well, if he wins this round, that's all that hard work taken away. Essentially, he's still on the 9-9 round here.
What he needs to do now, not get emotional now, just forget about it and move on.
And in a close fought contest like this has been, that could be really crucial. So, as you say, Darren, he's really got to separate himself from the emotional side of things now and just get back to the game plan.
Yeah, exactly, because, you know, it's not over. It's not over.
Good roll through, armbar off the top here.
Final few seconds of the round, McAleenan.
It's just going to get tangled, I think.
Yeah, McAleenan defended well there, gripped the other hand to prevent the armbar, and a nice little exchange in the final 10 seconds. But perhaps good to watch was all it was in terms of the impact on the scoring of this round. Let's take a look back at some of the action now, Josh. We're going to see that nice flying knee here from McAleenan.
Just hit the shoulder and the collarbone. Didn't quite find the head. Just right up the side, a couple of inches to the left, and that would have been night-night Steve Aimable. Similar takedown to what we saw in the first round. Catches the kick, stacks him forward. Just does a great job of killing the guard. You see that left hand immediately going to the knee, stuffing, allowing him to pass. And let's take a look at where that point deduction came as well.
Oh, it was the short hammer fist.
Short hammer fist on the side, on the right hand that did it. I think that is just behind the ear.
And you know, it's unfortunate. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but it's such a soft foul to give away. And it really is at this level something these guys need to be aware of.
Let's go.
Rich Mitchell takes the point. We get a touch of gloves regardless, though. Third and final round. Steve Aimable, Decky McAleenan. Everything to play for still here.
I think, again, Aimable's got to crowd him forward. You can see he's, when he's on top, he's very, very hard to deal with. So he can't allow McAleenan to find that jab range again. We saw what that young man's capable of in those combinations in that second round.
Brad Wharton, Josh Palmer, and the dentist, Darren Stewart, calling the action here live on UFC Fight Pass from the Indigo at the O2 here in London, UK. A phenomenal night of action still to come here at Cage Warriors. And two very talented young men leaving it all in the cage for us right now. Decky McAleenan, Steve Aimable. McAleenan letting those hands go in the third round, Darren.
Yeah, but, Steve is doing very well what I said he should have done in the second round. He's doing it right now. He's not coming down the center line. He's cutting them angles, as you can see.
Nice straight right hand there from Aimable, and he's bloodied the nose of McAleenan here in this third round. Perhaps going to give him some confidence with those strikes as he steps in against the taller man. McAleenan still looking very crisp with what he's throwing, though.
McAleenan tends to get some shots when, Steve is just on the center line. But once Steve moves off the center line, he's not getting any shots, as you can see.
And again catches the leg, and again gets the takedown to Steve Aimable.
Yeah, again, he's trying to stuff that bottom leg. Going to do a nifty bit of leg lacing here to walk over the top.
Some hard elbows to the side of the head there from Decky McAleenan.
And this is where the legs get tricky. You see that left leg coming all the way top in the hip crease. If he can use that to pull his bottom leg out, he can rotate over the top and attack. And that arm is now in danger as it becomes separated from the body.
Dicey moments here for Steve Aimable as he looks to establish that position.
Yeah, there's a few options here for McAleenan. He's got the triangle if he can The legs in the right position, possibly rolling for the armbar.
McAleenan not letting go of that arm for now.
Well, he's got such a good look at the cross grip of the two insteps on the thigh. He's using that to really create a frame and pull away, and it's into a back take almost.
Aimable looking to come out the back door, and he does immediately. Locks the hands behind the hips, and McAleenan looks to take him for a ride, and he does. Great cage awareness from Steve Aimable there, reversing the direction of that takedown and putting him right next to his own corner and away from McAleenan's corner team.
I mean, that's a lesson in persistence, right? He knew the space was coming, managed to get that grip, and he just said, I'm not giving this up. Third round, digging deep, good driving takedown.
No toes on that fence.
And this is where Steve Aimable does some of his best work. In close, where he can bring down these short shots and use that wrestling ability to control his man.
You know what we have got to start thinking about is if McAleenan won that first round, possibly, then we could be in for a draw here with that point deduction, because for my money at the moment, Steve Aimable's taken the second and the third so far. Long way to go, though. We've already seen the guard of McAleenan is tricky as he looks to pivot off the cage. That angle's dangerous.
Aimable right in front of his own corner team. Got to watch the triangle there. Looks to pass around the side, and he has.
It's the age-old conundrum, you know, you throw that submission up, if you get your legs stacked and you can't recover your guard, you got to hustle quickly in the scramble.
Not long left in this round or the contest as a whole. McAleenan fighting to get back to his feet here.
Like to see a good front headlock series from Aimable. Move him around a bit. Got to watch that switch. Drag him forward. Constantly change the base.
Aimable staying very heavy on the hips there as he looks to improve his position.
Yeah, I'm sure McAleenan, yeah, he's looking for a technical stand-up here, but...
McAleenan looking to throw some shots underneath there, but surely time's going to be his biggest enemy now.
It is one big pickup from Aimable. There we go.
There we go.
And another big takedown will surely have secured the round as McAleenan throws a last gasp armbar attempt. But Josh, you probably said it right there. The key factor here is who took that first frame, because Aimable took the second and third. He lost the point in the second. We could be on for a draw here.
Yeah, we really could. And honestly, I can't quite remember what happened in the first. Take a look at that takedown. It was again the catch of the leg, the reap, and looking to stuff the guard straight away. See how tight he stays with that left arm as he looks to stay low. Again, this was the persistence. Just locked the hands, drove forward. Good work from Aimable. Really turned it up in that third round once he got his game plan going.
Aimable, 31 years of age and really peaking in terms of what we've seen from him as an athlete. Same could be said for Decky McAleenan. I'm sure a bright future ahead of both these young men tonight. Judges tallying their scorecards at cage side. Five more preliminary bouts yet to come here, live on UFC Fight Pass as a part of our Cage Warriors 102 prelims. But for now, we'll throw this one to our MC, Mr. Hal Chaplin, in the cage, and he will give us our official judge's decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your judges score this contest 29-27, 29-27, and 28-28 in favor of your winner by way of majority decision. In the blue corner, Steve Diddy Kong Aimable.
Majority decision there for Steve Aimable. 2 judges had it for him, 1 had it even, as we suspected may have happened. Nonetheless, Aimable's going to take a lot away from this victory, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he showed a lot of tenacity there.